the biggest question now that Drew Bobo has come up injured, what does that mean? And Andrew, as an offensive lineman, we were talking earlier about chemistry. What does that mean when you're putting potentially a freshman center in the biggest game of the year against a team that has some really good players across from him?
I hope he's been getting some work in because, missing your center, Drew Bobo being out, I don't like overstate it, but I mean, that's big, right? Arguably the most important offensive lineman, arguably the second most important player on the offense. And Kirby has said it in his presser, talking about Bobo checking, talking about how kind of a coach on the field situation, getting him into the right protections. If you're not in the right protections, then Gunnar Stockton is going to get hit.
So let's just say worst case scenario, it's going to be a freshman and it's going to be bad. What should be the mindset of Mike Bobo as far as a scheme and what he should be doing with the quarterback and the offense if you do know you're going to have a problem at center?
Yeah, if you know you're going to have a problem with like protections in particular, right, that aspect of it, you either got to go more simplified protections, leave extra backs in, leave tight ends in. I think Mike Bobo, not just Georgia this year, but Mike Bobo offenses at their best, there's a high usage rate of tight ends, right? Which is something they didn't do at Georgia Tech, which honestly is a good bailout if your quarterback is sort of struggling, right? So have a lot of stuff where there's checkdowns in, play with 7-man protections, but then also having a tight end in protection, then slipping out into the flat late, that type of stuff, and giving Gunnar easy throws around, you know what I mean? Or they could just go back to, they showed a willingness to run Gunnar Stockton, right? And doing some of that stuff, simple stuff, getting more on the edge, particularly if it's not just a communication issue, if it becomes a talent, like a physicality issue, then you're going to see them need to run off tackle outside more than up the middle.